welcome back to my channel. So today's video is, the best in beauty. I saw where Highlifts did her best in beauty, and actually she had a lot of the same products that I use, but I thought I'd throw my different ones in there just to kind of give a variation. You guys may not watch her, you may just watch me, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do this video just to show you guys a few of the products that are my go-to products, the products that I will always have no matter what. These are the products that probably travel with me when I go traveling. These are the products that, like she said, if you run out of them, I would definitely go rebuy them, or if I lost them or something like that, I would definitely go. That's happened to me before, where I've gone out of state and lost my bag, and I've had to go, purchase some things. So these would be the things that are a must-have for me. Most of them would be a must-have for me. So I'm going to start with my hair products. Now, you guys know, let me just show you. In case this is your first video, I wear my hair like this most of the time. It was an accident. I achieved this look on an accident. I was trying to lighten my hair. I had braids and I had grown my hair out, and I was trying to lighten it. And I used to be able to put relaxer on top of my color, but the older I get, it ain't happening no more. So my hair fell out, and I ended up having to just cut it off and start wearing it like this at that moment, and I've been fine. I didn't get all, worked up about it. It's just hair. I'm a retired hairstylist, so maybe that's why I feel that way. But I've been wearing it like this for like the last year and a half, close to 2 years. Since this was an accident, and I just went with it and made it cute. You know what I'm saying? It took a minute for it kind of did get really, really bald in some areas, but it took a minute for it to get to a length that I was comfortable with. And when I say a minute, I mean like maybe a week, for me to get comfortable with it. But this is what I use. To lighten it, I use the Blondorplex. And if you've ever used or heard of Olaplex, which builds up the bonds in your hair from bleaching, it's so strong and stressful and strenuous on the hair. So you use the Olaplex to build the bonds. But this Blondor has those components in it. This bleach, this powdered bleach, has those components in it to help build it up. So it's not doing so much damage as it's lightening your hair. So I normally bleach my hair, and this may not be for you, so don't try it. You know what I'm saying? But I bleach my hair once a week, and that helps me keep the texture, because it does get a little woolly. If I go longer than that, it gets woolly looking and dry. And this is probably not, I'm keeping my hair short, so I'm not trying to grow it out. So it's probably not gonna be the healthiest, but I do bleach my hair like once a week. As soon as I see some black under there, I'm gonna bleach it. And then what I do is I use this, and I also use this Welloxon Perfect cream developer in the 40 volume. And so these two together, mix it up. You can look on the instructions, and it'll tell you how much of this to put into your powder mix. But yeah, I just use those two, and I lighten it, leave it on for 40 minutes, 40 to 50 minutes, depending on how much black I have under there. And I put a bag on, and I just go on about my business for like 40-45 minutes, to 50 minutes. And then I wash it out, and then it's normally lifted, to where I'm comfortable. Now, once I've lifted my hair and it's got the least amount of orange in it as possible, because if you have a lot of black, you're gonna have to make sure to get that orange off of there. Sometimes, there may be times sometimes where I'll bleach my hair twice. I'm trying to talk fast because, this video can get long. But I try to bleach it, I may bleach it twice, and then what I'll do is I'll take a 10 volume of the same developer, and I mix this Igora Highlifts, Royal Highlifts toner in the shade 1211. I don't know if you guys can see this 1211 on here, but this, I kiss my hair with this. And when I say kiss it, you can't leave it on a long time because it has a lot of lavender in it. And instead of platinum, you'll kind of end up a little bit more lavender. But it's still pretty, but I just kiss my hair with it for like 12 minutes max. 12 minutes max. So that's what I use on my hair. Okay, next for beauty, let's talk skincare. So, I mean, I'm not somebody, I have a big bump right here, right now. But I'm not somebody that has a lot of acne or skin problems or things like that. But I used to, when I was a teenager, I used to have lots of acne. And my mom always put Ambi on me. She used to make me put Ambi on my face. You know, old school Ambi. This is the Fade Cream. And so I wash my face with, and I just use CeraVe Cream to Foam Cleanser, the Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. I use this on my face, and I wash my face with my hands. And usually in the shower, I just get, you know, just wash real good with, you know, with my hands. And then I put my face under the water, and I just do this here. Even with my eyelash extensions, I do that, you know, and that's how I wash my face, with my fingers, with my hands. Unless I'm doing something, you know, more a facial or something like that, or a mask or a scrub. But as a rule, that's what I do. Wash my hands with my face. Wash my face with my hands and rinse it. And then just pat it dry. When I get out of the shower, just pat my face with my towel first before I dry my body. And then I get out and I put the Ambi on my face, and normally I'll put that on, as well as I use Ole Henrikson's Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. And this, it smells amazing. It's a vitamin C, you know, it plumps your skin, you know, it evens, brightens your skin. I use this on my face, and I also use the eye cream, the Banana Bright eye cream. So these are the two pricier products that I use, or the ones, you know, you get from Sephora or something like that. These are the products that I use on my face. Okay, so when it's time to put on makeup, I normally do prime my skin, and the primer that I tend to use, let me see, the primer that I normally would use is the Fenty Beauty, I don't know the name of it, but it's this Fenty Beauty in the kind of pink, with the pink top. I use this. I like the way it makes my skin feel, but I don't know that it does that much. I don't feel the silkiness or anything like that I feel when I use this Bobbi Brown face base. I mean, now this makes my makeup go on like silk. So this one over the Fenty primer, but I also like the Fenty primer. You know what I'm saying? But this one, I mean, like, oh, I love this primer. Like, love. I'm not gassing y'all. I really love this primer. I mean, it just makes your makeup just glide on. Okay, now for foundation, guys. I have tried so many different foundations. This one, I think this is Makeup Forever. This one is Rare Beauty. This one is MAC. And this one is Chanel. All of these are just like, okay, and you know, I've had them for so long and they're all just about full, because I only really use Fenty Beauty. I mean, I use this, and this is the shade 450. This is my jam. This is my jam. Now, it's very skin-like. It's very, it doesn't, you know, you don't find it all over your clothes. I don't like a lot of makeup. I don't like that look on me. you know, where your face is just caked with makeup, or you know, it could change your whole skin color. I guess because I don't need the extra coverage, I just like something that is just gonna make me look even. You know what I'm saying? And because I don't have a lot of blemishes and stuff like that, I usually use my fingers and just put it on my cheeks, and a little bit. I don't normally put it on my chin because I don't like for it to touch my clothes. So I normally start up here, my cheeks, and then I work my way out and up. I put a little dot like right in between my brows and work my way up, because I just don't like a lot of, you know, a lot of makeup. But this Fenty, it lasts. It doesn't, you know, you don't find it everywhere. It doesn't come off on your clothes. You know, when I hug my husband, I don't have to be like worried about, am I gonna get makeup all over him? You know, this is amazing. You guys, this is what you need if you're not a heavy makeup wearer. Okay, now my favorite concealers that I wear, you know, NARS. And I have 3 of them because these are 3 different shades. Right now I have on the lightest one, which is Amande, or Amande, Amande, whatever it is. That's the color, the lightest color that I wear, and I have that on right now under my eye, and it kind of just brightens and lifts everything up. And normally when I put this on, I just put it on under my eye and I let it set and get, you know, pretty much not dry, but to where when I use my sponge to pat it in, to beat it in, that it's not really moving a lot. Okay, so any of these, when I wear them, that's what I do. The darker one is Cacao, and I normally put that over my lip and right around my nose, just to and I use a beauty blender. Well, I'll get to that in a minute because that's a tool. But I use a beauty blender and I just press that in this area here, just to kind of blend out the concealer that I put under my eye. You know, I can get kind of dark around my mouth, so I like to put concealer there as well. So anywhere you get dark, and I also put it on top of my eye, the darker one. I use it on top of my eye. I use the concealer as a base for if I decide I want to wear, I wear it all the time, but even if I'm wearing eyeshadow, I put the concealer down as a base, and then I, you know, set it with powder and then go in with my whatever eyeshadow I'm wearing. But these 3, the lighter one is in the shade Amande, the middle one is in the shade Hazelnut, and the darker one, which is not dark at all, but it's in the no, not Cacao, it. Yeah, Cacao. C-A-C-A-O. Okay, so once I put on my foundation and my concealer, I normally like to set those with a powder. And normally, under my eye and above my lip, around my nose, I use either the Fenty Beauty setting powder in the color Nutmeg. I use that with a beauty blender, or I use the Mercier in the color Medium Deep, the translucent loose powder in the color Medium Deep. So either one of these, they're both very finely milled, and so, you know, either one of these is, and I don't need to have both. I think the only reason I have this one, I bought this one, and the only reason I have this one is because Morgan was working for Mercier for a while. And, you know, of course I was going to support her, but I do like this powder. I had just bought this one. So that's why I have both of them, and I'll use either one of them. So there's not one over the other one. I like them both. Once I'm done setting my under eye and above my lip and around my nose area, I like to go in with MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and this is in the color Dark Deep. Now this one is, I've had this for so long, you guys. This one is, I just take a big fluffy brush, something like I normally take something like this, a big fluffy brush, and I swirl this around and, you know, just set everywhere that I didn't put the setting powder. Okay, so this mineralized skin finish is such a pretty, it gives you just a nice subtle powdery look. You know what I mean? Just to set all that powder, that foundation, so it doesn't move. So that's pretty much it for my face powders, but then I also like to use a blush. Now, I have fat cheeks, and so I've never been somebody that thought that I could wear blush, but I have been wearing blush. Once you get that, you know, that powder look, you kind of want to just bring some warmth and some color back to your face. And so what I normally do is I use Becca Tiger Lily, and that's like a nice peachy color, and I think this color goes with my skin tone, and it has kind of a shimmer, so it gives that highlighted effect as well. It's not like, ooh, you got color on your cheeks. It's not that kind of color. For me, I like it on other people, but it just doesn't translate that way on me. And so I normally wear the Tiger Lily blush, and I did see one by Pat McGrath, because I noticed that Sephora doesn't have Becca anymore. So I was in there today and I saw Pat McGrath has a nice color. I didn't get the name of it, but it's kind of the same as this Tiger Lily. So that would be an option if you're my skin tone. You know, us dark girls, we don't like a lot. We don't want to look clownish. You know what I'm saying? So I normally use the Tiger Lily, which is a peachy orangey kind of color on my cheeks. And then if I'm wearing, you know, something that maybe like a pink or something like that, I'll usually opt for this compact by Fenty Beauty, which is it's a double of Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. And so there are two colors in there, and I just take my brush and I go back and forth. One of them is a little darker, and another one is kind of rosy and maybe more highlight in it. And so I like to mix them. I just take my brush and go back and forth between the both of them and use them right on the apples of my cheeks as well. Now for bronzer, I've had trouble finding a bronzer, but I found one and I'm sticking to it. And so normally, you know, the bronzers are my skin color. You know, they don't give me much range. But this Mocha Mami by Fenty Beauty just did me right. This Mocha Mami, this color, you guys, I use this for everything. I use it for like a shadow sometimes. I use it to contour. I use it just to warm my cheeks up. I have it on right now. I use it every time I put makeup on my face. I use this in some way. This color, it's so rich. It has the right amount of reds and browns and chocolatey goodness in it. You know what I'm saying? It gives me some range and definition in my face. So this Mocha Mami by Fenty Beauty is definitely one of my holy grails. Now, this is kind of dirty right now. Don't judge me. But when we're going to talk about tools, okay? So the tools that I use to put on my makeup, I told you I use my hands a lot. I use that because, like I said, I don't like a makeup look. So I'm not one that needs to apply foundation and stuff with an applicator. I normally just use my fingers to put my foundation on. When I use this NYX Beauty Blender for so many different things. I have 2 or 3 of them, but this one, when I put my concealer on, I use the applicator that's the concealer comes with. I apply my concealer and then I beat it in. Once it sits and gets to the consistency that I like, I beat it in. I press it in with this, and I use this one because it has this nice point on here, so I can get in my eye and even above my eye. You know, it gets in that corner real good. I love this sponge and this shape. I love the bigness of it. And then if it's something on my face that I use the bottom of this one. And so this Beauty Blender by NYX is a great one. And normally this will be wet. I wet it first and, you know, wring it dry as much as possible. But it's normally going to be damp when I'm using my products. I also have one that I use for my powder. So when I put my powder on, same thing. I place it. I don't really bake, you know, but I do put powder on here and I press it in. Just press it in all over, you know, the area that I have concealer, above my lip, around my nose, my eyes, same thing. So I use this a lot. This is a great tool. And then I also use this Dior Backstage face brush. And so this I use to just blend everything in. Before I put my blush on, this is just for my foundation and my setting powder. Make sure everything is nice and even, you know, blend it out up under here. This is nice and small, it's easy to travel with. I used to have one that had a wand, like a long wand on the bottom. I forget what they were called. But that wand used to always break. So I like the fact that this one has the short handle and you can just hold it in your hand and do what you need to do. So these are tools that I use a lot. I showed you guys already. This is my bronzer brush. Okay, y'all, so my battery died. I mean, my whole camera just shut down. So I'm on another camera. Hopefully the lighting is not. Anyway, let me finish the video. Okay, so let's talk about body products. For body products, I like the deodorant I like to use. I use 2 different deodorants. The Lumi deodorant, I like this deodorant. This is, you know, they have it for body as well as, you know, just your armpits. But I like this deodorant. Not necessarily, they have a bunch of different fragrances, and the fragrance doesn't so much excite me. But it definitely keeps down body odor. It doesn't keep you from sweating, so it's not an antiperspirant. And so that's where the other deodorant comes in. So I'm maybe defeating the purpose, you know. But I like this deodorant, and I use another one called Certain. I don't have it in here. It's called Certain, and it's a little bit strong, so I like to put this on first and then I use the Certain. But what you won't be is funky. Okay, so this is probably a little bit out of order, but I just use regular Dove soap in the shower. But I also like to use, because my skin can get really dry, the skin on my body can get really dry, I like to use this Camille Rose. Now, you guys, winter time, cold weather climates, this is a must. This Camille Rose Caramelized Sugar Scrub. Now the beads in here are very fine. It's not anything that's going to give you a major scrub, but it is definitely going to moisturize your body. This is something, the smell, it smells like a caramel sugar. You guys see I use it all the time. I order this like by the box. I love this. I mean, it gives your skin such a moisturized look. Like when you put it on and you put water, like if you run water over your hand, it's gonna beat up because this is that moisturizing. So this caramelized skin finish by Camille Rose, I mean, top notch. Get you something. And then once I get out the shower, I just use good old Nivea. I like Nivea I mean, my kids, my daughter has eczema, so I've always used Nivea for her, and I just got it for everybody in the house because, you know, Mark has dry skin, I have dry skin, Jalen, you know, he's just gonna use whatever I use. So we just got, it was just easier just to buy everybody some Nivea and keep it pushing. You know, we use Nivea and Vaseline, you know, we use that kind of stuff. But for me, and don't tell Morgan because she'll be up here trying to get it. This Fenty Skin Body, I got a little bit on the cap. This Butter Drop, I don't know if you guys can see that. This stuff, let me just put it on right. This stuff here, it will have you glowing, and it's so moisturizing. You don't even need that much. But look how I'm shining. Y'all look at that. Isn't that pretty? It gives you your skin such a nice supple appearance, and it feels good too. You know, it's moisturizing as well. So that's what I use. And right out the shower, normally when I'm, you know, getting dressed, right out the shower, I'll put on some body cream, some kind of perfume body cream. This is Byredo Baldy Freak body cream, and I'm just about out. I went today to see if they had some more, and they didn't, so I ended up getting another fragrance. But I'm gonna just order this one again, so it's on its way, you know. But that brings me to the last thing that we're going to talk about, which is fragrance. Okay, so again, Byredo Baldy Freak. I may need to just go ahead and order another one of these as well. Oh, this is Black Saffron. Here's my Baldy Freak. I use this so much, guys. I use this one. I mean, this is an everyday fragrance. When I'm around the house, I put this one on. It's just, you know, it smells good to me, you know, so, and it's not too fancy of a fragrance that you can't just put it on. I love how they have the tops are magnets, you know, and this is a generous amount of perfume. This is, let's see, does it say on here how many ounces? No, it doesn't say on the bottom. 100 milliliters, 3.3 fluid ounces. I don't know, it just looks like a lot. And this has lasted me pretty well, and I wear it. I wear it a lot. So this is a good fragrance. This Byredo Baldy Freak with the lotion as well. But I put the lotion on with other fragrances as well. You know, it's not overpowering, you know, that you're like, what's going on? It doesn't mess up your other fragrances. Now, the other fragrances that I would continuously buy over and over, as I have already, my Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. This Soleil Blanc, you guys, when I put this on, I'm turning heads. This here is, I mean, it's the right amount of sweet with, it gives you a little floral, but not too much floral. Because floral to me can sometimes smell musty. So I guess the sweet in here kind of plays off of the floral. And then it gives you a little citrus, a little wood, a little, this is a mishmash. How do you say it? Mishmash of goodness. I mean, try it. When you go to this, they have it at Nordstrom, they have it at Bloomingdale's, Tom Ford. Tom Ford has a store. When you go in, I want you to just try these Tom Ford fragrances. See, you know, spray them on your arm and walk around a little bit and see how you like them. But they have so many different ones, but I'm just showing you my favorites. So that's Soleil Blanc. This one is Soleil Brûlant. Now this one, it's similar to the Soleil Blanc, but this one has a little bit more spice, of a sweet spice in it. So this one, I mix this one a lot with my Byredo. It just kind of gives it that, it kind of like kicks it up a little bit. It's good. It's good, y'all. And then my third favorite, or I shouldn't say these like they're in any order or anything, but I love Lost Cherry. Now this is a great winter cold weather fragrance. I think it's a little heavy for the summertime. Like these other ones you can put on in the summer, but this one is a winter fragrance and it is a head turner, honey. Yes, like Lost Cherry. There's another one, Bitter Peach. It's okay. It's okay. It's good, but it's not like Lost Cherry. I'm just saying. So this one, you might want to give this one a whirl too. But this Soleil Brûlant, Soleil Blanc, and Lost Cherry. There's another one, Soleil Neige, that is really light. So try that one too. But these are my favorites. These are the ones that I gotta have them. Okay, I hope that's everything, and I hope I didn't leave anything out. I'm looking around the room to see if there's anything that I should have included in this video, but that's my time, guys. That's my time. It was long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I wouldn't consider myself a product junkie. There are people that have way more stuff than I have that definitely are product junkies, you know what I'm saying? But these are the things that I go to and grab for all the time. So I just wanted to share that with you, just in case you're looking for something that, you know, maybe I'll show you something that will kind of pique your interest and kind of push you in a direction. Drop down in the comments what your favorites are, something if you want to share something with me or my viewers. Feel free, you know. Hey, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what you're interested in too. You know, not just what I'm interested in. I want to know what you like, and maybe you can suggest something to me. I love finding new products and, you know, trying new things. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel. I mean, I'm a vibe, right? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram information will be at the end of this video. I hope to see you in the next one, all right?